What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Dustin here. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. You're ready to get rocking and rolling, getting off some slips here. We have definitely some value this morning as compared to yesterday morning, so hopefully we can go ahead and find some good slips here. But we did have a pretty solid day yesterday overall. If you guys tailed, I don't remember if they were afternoon or morning live stream slips, whatever it might be, but we banged out two sleeper slips for 5 point something X, 5 point something X and 4 point something X, as well as we have a PrizePicks slip that is one play away that goes off today from a 10X. Then we had a dabble slip, the only dabble slip of the day, go off for 3X. Unfortunately, SGA did push, so instead of 6X, we did get 3X. Nonetheless, we do have some value to go ahead and get in. We will start on better. Why not? We'll start on better picks. We'll get off some slips. We're so close on better yesterday, unfortunately. Didn't quite work out, but we'll go Robbie Ray over for his discount line. We'll take Isaiah Kiner Fliff over singles. Low will be taking, that's not Josh Lowe, we're taking Nathaniel Lowe under 0.5 runs. Jonathan Classe over 0.5 total bases. That's for Suzuki under singles. Looks like going to be our next play. Suzuki under singles. Bang. Wait, hold on. Why is that? Hold up. I wanted to enter that in as a 20X slip, and all of a sudden I seen that I was being paid out only $100, which was confusing. So they added the new button right there. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but that's a newer button. I didn't quite pay attention to it. So hang on, let me re-enter this in. Sorry, guys. Class A looks like, wait. Over total bases. Suzuki under singles. So place entry. Oh wait, hold up. So it looks like I have the option now. Okay, so that's what it is. I forgot. All right, hold up. Hold on. I'll explain this in a second. Let me get this link into the chat though real quick. Filthy Snipes, thank you so much for the follow. Do appreciate it. All right, that link's in the chat if you want to tail. So what just happened was, I guess my state now has access to dynamic plays again. For a while there, we didn't have the choice. We had to play like the powers. We couldn't play the dynamic plays. So that is what I just seen happen there. So it must have just updated over last night. So now we could play 5-pick insured, which is minus 121 odds there, which is technically the best slip type on better. Or, well, I guess 5-pick insured and 6-pick insured, both minus 121. 5-pick non-insured, also decent at minus 122 as well. So I mean, they're all pretty solid. Those three slip types are right around the same exact odds. So either way you go about it, pretty solid. Yeah, that's what it looks like, Brian. So yeah, hey, heck yeah, that's a W. That's a W for sure. Let's go. I think there was some value on PrizePicks as I was clicking through. So I want to go ahead and see if we could take advantage of this. Let me check the AI slip. Check the AI slip generator here. We'll hit everything, guys. Just patience a little bit so we can snag this. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load that up, but I want to take this Nerfy, Giants, Guardians, Nerfy. Giants, Guardians, Nerfy. So let's just get rid of that. The rest of these look pretty solid here. Let's go on Giants, Nerfy, Giants. $25x slip right here. I ran it as a power. I ran it as a power. All right. Got that slip off. Like I said, this sucked. Judge has been awful, which means the Yankees have been awful, which means the Yankees have lost at least 4 straight that I remember, which is awesome because the Red Sox have won 6 straight. Sal Frelick. We need him tonight. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Had no clue when I entered the slip in yesterday that they were giving me a play for tomorrow. I feel like they typically don't even have those lines up, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, this slip worked out. I think this was straight from the AI slip generator, if I'm not mistaken, from yesterday's live stream, whether it's morning or afternoon, not quite sure. Yes, they still should be right because they were still showing for the states that did have those slip types available, just so you are aware. So, dabble. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot there might be some dabble value. There is some dabble value. We're kind of hopping where the value is. There might even be more value there on PrizePicks, but I know for a fact we can get off a slip here. Chet Holmgren under 11 rebounds and assists. Halliburton under 12 rebounds and assists. I mean, this guy has just been hot dog water. Well, he was hot dog water last game. Let's say that. Jalen Williams under 6 points in the first quarter. Check got bumped down. That's going to make it a little bit interesting. Casey Mize under 4.5 strikeouts. Hamby under 33. Oh my gosh. Hamby under 33.5. All right. You guys should be able to tail that with one click of a button if you're over here on Dabble. Some of you guys are so fast. As soon as you see me click over to Dabble, you bring up the Dabble app and you get ready to copy that. I mean, we're getting full 2 PRA off from FanDuel here. I mean, are you guys going to trust? I know it's one data point, but are you going to trust FanDuel or are you going to trust Dabble on where this should be priced, right? Or where this projection should be at? Who knows? Maybe FanDuel is making a mistake and they come up to 33.5. But as it stands and based off the data I got right now, pretty fine play taking Hamby under 33.5. And could she still go over? Absolutely. But we are setting ourselves up with some good value here based off of the current market. Let's see. Might be able to wait a little bit. On more better plays. Underdog, we got anything here? Two data points. So sure. A lot in that game. There's a lot in the NBA game right now, I'll be honest. Excuse me. Overs, unders. Let's see. A lot going on. There. Hang on. Hamby probably is off. We did just fade her. Honestly, just a little bit too much that I don't necessarily want to put onto the same slip, but let me see what I can do here. The game's Thursday. We're only on Tuesday. So we'd have to take Hartstein over 8.5 rebounds and assists. Nemhard. Let's go. Just got done fishing. Time to catch the live stream. Let's go. We did miss a few slips already. We've gotten off a few slips in like every app so far. So if you're able to rewind, maybe do that. Smith over 5.5 rebounds and assists. Without having to stack too much in the same game, I'm gonna go. Maybe we go back to one. Austin Riley over singles. I'm going to take S-Fade over 25.5 kills. And from there, what can we do? Matherin, points and assists. Top and under threes. Case of Wallace. Door over 12.5 rebounds and assists. That's bumped. Let's go top and under 1.5 threes. Kind of a lot going on that slip. Bang. All right, there we go. It's linked in the chat. That's a slip. Also in the chat. Let's see where else. Do we have any promos for Sleeper yet? We crushed them yesterday, which was fine to see. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? You guys missed out on the Sleeper plays. We banged. We banged. Forgot I put 20. I was able to put 25 on this one. On that 30% Bruce. And it banged out, baby. Shout out the guys for doing what we asked, baby. 10 to win 57 too on the promo for SGA. Any promos right now? Nothing right now. Nothing WNBA. Nothing MLB. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I seen a Caitlin Clark promo that was live last night. Figured it would still be live today, but apparently not. All right, guys. Fernando Tatis to the Red Sox. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about Tatis to the Red Sox? You go up to $30 on the Sleeper Boost normally? Sweet. I don't even know what gave me. I don't even know why I tried 25, because usually I think that I always thought they were just every boost or whatever they give is $10 max. So good to know. I'll try 30 next time. All right, hold on. Maybe we're drying up. I don't know. Hang on. Dort over turnovers. Hendricks. So we could play Hendricks. We could play Dort. Dort's only one data point though. Sears we've played. Jackie Young we've played. Nah. Alright, so Where did they send Devers again, or whoever it was? They traded him home. Devers was traded to the Giants. Devers was traded to the Giants. We don't need him. Roman Anthony hits his first career home run last night. The Red Sox continued to win. No Devers needed. Just kidding. All right, let's check some no big Profit X maybe. Brandon Marsh over hits, runs, RBIs. We're getting plus money here, no big. That's RBIs only right there. Hits, runs, RBIs plus. So there's a decent amount of bucks on it, but all right, good. Let's go, Alex. Call overruns. I'm gonna skip Nathaniel Lowe because we're already on his underruns. I'm just gonna stick with that. I'll wait a little bit on these straight bets for the finals. I want to have my small bankroll here on no big taken up by those. David Festa over walks. Get a little bit of action there. Brendan Donovan over 1.5. Brendan Donovan over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Oh, $3 on that. Nice. Poston money line against Harmon. Well, that's gonna be held up. That's tournament money line, so that would definitely be held up for a little bit. Matthew Libator, Kyle Hendricks, Slade Sassoni, Abbott over 17.5. Let's see. I'm gonna hold off on some of these. Let's check Profit X. Real quick. I'd be hyped for Tatis. Just a little bit more exciting. So low, once again, we'll dodge for now, but we will take Ruiz over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, MLB. Tons of MLB games tonight. Let's go. Wait, is there day games today? I don't know if there is or not. I don't think so. That I'm remembering looking at the schedule. Don't believe there's day games over 1.5. All right, there's only a few bucks. I should have looked. I don't know why I refused to just look. Let's see. David Peterson over strikeouts. One data point there. Arsh, we got Libator under walks. Minus 133. Taylor Ward. All right. Sure, we'll find some better plays here later on that. So as you can see, FanDuel's dropped this down to 30.5, and Dabble has this bumped down from 33.5 all the way down to 31.5 compared to where we got it. So we got insane value on Hamby under 33.5 right now. And you know what? We might just put out another slip right here. Let me see. What are our other promos right now? Robbie Ray, we've already played, right? We've already played that slip, I believe. And then speaking of it, we should be sweating out Howard tonight, but Logan Gilbert, the Red Sox failed us there. Of course, Halliburton fails us here. I mean, so much green. Brutal. Where's our other promos, though? WNBA, Caitlin Clark. Wait a second. Am I seeing this right? Am I tripping? Does that say they are slashing the 0.5 and making it 27.5? Do you guys have the same thing? What am I looking at right there? What's going on? I guess we'll use Bobrovsky. But what is that? What is that there? We'll take Hamby under 13.5. Clearly her lines are off. Sykes, it's only one data point, but we're getting 8.5. Vandal has it 9.5. Xavier Edwards over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Diggins, I've already played. Trent Grisham. Will Warren, I'm dodging push potential there. Still gonna rock the uninsured slip. Maybe I changed my mind when I started doing the dynamic. I don't know. I'm just so used to playing the uninsured lately. Clark's line's technically slashed from 30.5. Okay. Then updates to 30.5 when you place a bet. All right, that link's in the chat for those of you that want to tail that Bobrovsky slip. We'll wait. I guess we'll use Caitlin Clark's this afternoon. Probably in the afternoon live stream. Today's Taco Tuesday. What time does the first taco usually come out? 10 or 11? Or 12? DeAndre, what up, baby? I wish this was a 25x right there, but hey, you know, we won't complain too much. All right, let's check Odds Jam real quick. So, Daily Grind Fantasy, as you guys know, very heavily focused on fantasy apps, DraftKings fantasy apps, PrizePicks, Underdog, Better Picks, Dabble, Fliff, these sportsbook exchange apps, etc. Difference, Odds Jam is very much focused on major sports books, right? Plus EV bets, anything profitable betting, plus EV bets, arbitrage bets, etc. Chet Holmgren under 10.5 rebounds and assists right now on Hard Rock plus 100. Seems like that's a pretty darn good play. His even line's about minus 121 across the average odds of the markets, right? You're getting plus 100 on Hard Rock, a solid bet there. Tons of value on Bet365. Anybody have Bet365 in the chat? Just curious, because I would maybe touch on these a little bit more if there are people in the chat that have it. Otherwise, I'm looking for these main ones. Tyler Stevenson over 0.5 RBIs, plus 170 on FanDuel, a fine bet there. Padres first inning money line, plus 170 on Hard Rock against the Dodgers. Jose Altuve over 1.5 hits allowed. Alex Monahan oftentimes plays these over 1.5 hits from these players. This is where he's finding them, right? He is finding these plays on the plus EV tool here on OddsJam that helps him spot these good value plays. So he would be playing Jose Altuve and probably parlaying it with something like Austin Riley over RBIs. Somebody toss that in. If you have FanDuel, toss that in. That's banging. Altuve over player hits 1.5, and then Austin Riley over RBIs. I feel it in my cojones. That's hitting. That's an Alex Monahan parlay right there. And we all know that guy, all he does is bang out. Nothing really on DraftKings lately. Like I said, Silence says he's on Bet365. Yeah, so there's a ton of plus EV plays towards the top of this. Say Suzuki over RBIs on FanDuel. That's getting towards the lower end of plus EV plays, though. I'll check the Bet365 plays that were at the top. We got Aaron Wiggins under 9.5 points and rebounds. Bet365. Looks like fading a bunch of Aaron Wiggins. Now, Bet365 here. Ooh, Bet365 right now. Jannik Center over 12.5 games won is a really fine bet. I mean, if you have Pinnacle at plus 135, so certainly off. Oh, sorry, plus 137, certainly off from Pinnacle, which is who you really want to be following when it comes to, or weighing against when it comes to tennis for sure. Matt Tice over player runs plus 190 on Bet365. And then arbitrage. If you guys don't know what arbitrage betting is, it's simply you are finding a bet where you can place opposite sides of that bet or all outcomes of that specific bet on two separate sports books where their odds are so far off from each other that you walk away with risk-free profit no matter what happens with this bet, right? Whether that player goes over or under the projection, it's not going to matter. You are going to walk away with risk-free profits. For instance, Dearica Hamby right here, over 16.5 player points. Bet365, you bet this at minus 110 for $500. And then if you bet Dearica Hamby under 16.5 player points on Novig at plus 130 for $420, no matter what happens, you are guaranteed to win $34 to $46 in profit. That's because if we come here, we look at the calculator for this. If our total stake or risk amount, which in arbitrage betting, you're technically not risking anything as long as you are getting both sides locked in. You know, there's times where maybe one side moves and you're unable to get the other side. You still have a chance to win, whatever. But like, if you lock them in, there's zero risk. You are guaranteed to win and walk away with profits, right? $500 on this side, $420 on this side. Total stake, $920 between these two bets. If Dearica Hamby goes over on Bet36 and we win the Bet365 side, we win $954. So certainly over $920, the total risk amount that we have. And then once again, if this side wins, it's going to be $966. So right around $40 in risk-free profit, no matter what happens, give or take, right? Depending on which side wins. That's how arbitrage betting works. If you want more details, some more tips on how it works and how people are scaling this up to make tens and thousands of dollars every single month, highly suggest checking out some of the videos on the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube channel. I've done some arbitrage videos, even one showing you from $500 bankroll to making thousands of dollars, right? How you can take advantage of sportsbook promos, convert them, and find plays like these arbitrage bets I just showed you, and get those in and kind of how it works, right? The ins and outs of arbitrage betting, and start from a small bankroll. So if you guys do want to check that out, go to the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube channel and find those videos. But also, if you guys want access to OddsJam, if you have access to major sports books, use code DUSTIN35. I'll put it in the chat, DUSTIN35, and you'll get a 7-day free trial, and you'll get 35% off your very first month of OddsJam if you would like to do that. I'll click back through real quick, make sure we're not missing any value that might have popped up. Sykes, so this got bumped down to 8.5, but it is still heavily favoring the over, which is still a 57% chance to hit, so great for us still. Hartstein over, points, rebounds. Nate Smith. PrizePicks. Hamby, we've faded enough of Hamby so far, so nothing too much there. Double check Dabble real quick. Yeah. So that seems like it's going to be it. Remember, if you guys do want to sign up for Daily Grind Fantasy, you can use code DUSTINSTREAM and get 25% off your very first month of Daily Grind Fantasy. But that is going to be it for this live stream. We'll be live hopefully again this afternoon, as long as I don't get extremely busy and I'm unable to stream. But typically live Monday through Friday, twice a day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. So make sure you guys are subscribed if you're watching on YouTube, and you are following if you're watching up here on Twitch. Would appreciate that. That's going to be it. Let's cash, and we'll see you guys